Today, we're diving into something really simple but incredibly powerful, an anti-inflammatory broth. And look, this isn't just about making soup. It's about building a weekly habit that can seriously support your gut health and give your immune system a real boost from the inside out. So let's get right into it. Does that sound familiar? You know that feeling? You're just dragging, feeling totally run down, and it seems like you're always on the verge of catching whatever bug is going around. Well, we are going to tackle that feeling head-on with a simple, powerful weekly habit that could honestly make all the difference. So here's our game plan. We're gonna start with the amazing story behind this broth, then dig into the science. We'll help you decide if you should buy it or make it yourself. Then we'll walk through the recipe step by step, including a pretty awesome super spice boost. And finally, we'll show you how to use it in ways that go way beyond just sipping from a mug.
So, where did this whole idea come from? Well, this isn't just another random internet trend. This is a real-world wellness habit, born out of necessity.
I want you to just imagine for a second. You're working in a busy A&E department. You are constantly surrounded by coughs, infections, all of it. The doctor who perfected this recipe made it every single week to keep himself healthy in that exact environment. It basically became his secret weapon. And you gotta think, if it can work there, just imagine what it can do for your regular weekly routine. Okay, so we've got the real-world story, which is pretty compelling. But what about the science? I mean, there is so much hype online about bone broth, so let's cut through the noise and look at what the early research is actually telling us. Now, let's be clear, it's not some magic cure-all, but the preliminary research is genuinely promising. Early studies are pointing towards some pretty cool benefits for gut health, maybe even helping with fat loss, and get this, measurable reductions in inflammatory markers in the blood. So yeah, there's some real substance behind the sipping. So what's the secret sauce here? What makes it work? Well, it's really a combination of things. As those bones cook low and slow, they release collagen. You also get these really important amino acids like glycine and arginine, which researchers think might help strengthen the lining of your gut. Plus, it's packed with micronutrients, and this is the key part, those incredibly powerful anti-inflammatory spices we're gonna get to in a minute. All right, let's say you're convinced. You wanna give this a try. The next big question is, do you buy it ready-made, or do you roll up your sleeves and make it from scratch? Let's break it down. What's great about this is how clear the trade-offs are. Buying is, of course, super quick and convenient, but it's definitely more expensive, and you have way less control over what's in it. Making it yourself, yeah, it takes a few hours, but it's so much cheaper, and you know exactly what's going into your pot. There's really no right answer here, it's just about what's right for you and your schedule. Now, if you are going the store-bought route, here's your quick cheat sheet. First, always aim for organic and grass-fed if you can swing it. The quality of the bones really matters. Try to find options with no added salt. That way, you can control the flavor yourself. And this is the most important step. Read the label. You want to see clean, whole ingredients like bones and vegetables, not a bunch of weird emulsifiers or additives. And hey, if you can, opt for glass jars to cut down on plastic. It's a nice little bonus. Okay, for all of you who want to make it, let's head into the kitchen. This is where the magic happens, where you create that super nutrient-dense foundation. And you know what? The base is surprisingly simple. All you need is a good quality chicken carcass, a bay leaf, a little splash of apple cider vinegar that actually helps pull all the great minerals from the bones, some parsley, salt, and some whole black peppercorns. That is it. All super easy to find. And the process is just as easy. You literally put everything in a pot with water, bring it to a really gentle simmer, and just let it go for about 3 to 4 hours. You absolutely do not need to do those marathon 24-hour simmers you see online. Here's a key tip. In that first hour or so, you'll see some foamy stuff come to the surface. Don't worry, those are just protein impurities. Just gently skim them off with a spoon for a really clear, beautiful broth. And this little trick is an absolute game changer for making this habit stick. Once your broth is done and it's cooled down, just pour it into ice cube trays and freeze it. This gives you perfect single-serving portions that are ready to go whenever you feel a sniffle coming on or you just need a quick, nourishing boost. All right, now for my favorite part. We've got our amazing base broth. Now let's talk about how to supercharge it with some of the most powerful spices on the planet. First up, an absolute classic for a reason, fresh ginger. Now, you can use dried, but fresh has a slightly different compound profile, and let's be honest, that zesty flavor is just fantastic. So the magic word here is gingerols. These are the active compounds in ginger, and they are potent anti-inflammatories. They've even been shown in some studies to help reduce pain and fever. It's an absolute must-have when you're feeling a little under the weather.
Next is an ingredient you might not expect, but trust me, it is an absolute powerhouse: cloves. Okay, get ready for this number. Per 100 grams, cloves contain about 15,000 milligrams of polyphenols. Those are powerful protective plant compounds. Now, to put that into perspective, blueberries, which we all think of as a superfood, have around 560. By weight, cloves are one of the richest sources of antioxidants you can possibly find. It's just astonishing. The star compound in cloves is called eugenol. It's known for its anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving effects, sure, but it's also uniquely antimicrobial. What does that mean? It means it can help fight off germs and create a better environment in your gut, which makes it absolutely perfect for cold and flu season. I just love this description. When it comes to health benefits, garlic is that straight-A student. It's the teacher's pet, the total overachiever in the classroom of spices.
And the all-star team doesn't stop with garlic. You can really customize your broth here. The sulfur compounds in garlic are classic for fighting colds. Quick tip, crush it first to release more of them. But you could also add cinnamon for its anti-inflammatory properties, a little chili for mild pain relief, cumin to help with digestion, or even red onion for its quercetin. Feel free to mix and match any or all of these. Okay, so you've made your amazing spiced up broth, but you don't have to just sip it from a mug. Let's look at a really cool way to turn it into a quick, nourishing meal. This is basically a healthy, homemade pot noodle, and it's so easy. Just grab a jar, layer in some thin noodles or even leftover rice, toss in some chopped veggies, and a protein like shredded chicken. Then pour your hot, steaming, spiced broth right over the top, screw on the lid, and just let it sit for a couple of minutes. Boom! You've got a fresh, delicious, anti-inflammatory noodle soup ready to go. So, as we wrap things up, it really all comes down to building these simple, powerful habits. Looking at everything we've covered today, I want you to think about this. What's one small, nourishing habit that you could build into your own routine this week?